So what is the AFA principle? I talk about this all the time. The AFA principle, it stands for audience first always. Audience first always. Most people, especially experts, when tasked with creating a speech, they ask themselves this question: what do I want to say? It is the wrong question. You should not be asking, what do I want to say? What you should be asking is, what do they need to hear? That's audience first always. It means that when we design a piece of content, a speech, any presentation, any piece of communication, whether it's a text or an email newsletter or a social media post or a keynote speech, it's for somebody. And yet, so many speeches and all pieces of communication, so many people design their communication as if they're talking either to themselves or into the void. But if I said to you right now, pull out your phone and write an email, can you do it? No, of course not. You have to ask me a question first. And the question is what? Who am I writing the email to? You have to ask me who it's for even before you know what it's about. Because you don't speak to your grandmother the same way you speak to your boss, the same way you speak to your colleagues. You don't speak to the vice president of the United States the same way you speak to the local barista. You don't just speak in a different tone. You would use different words. You would say different things. They have different contexts. And so audience first always means every time we're building a speech, we're asking, who is the audience? Where are they? Right? Where are they coming from right now? The number one mistake speakers make, I mean, there's just so many of them, but like to pick one, is they lose the audience immediately upon taking the stage with their first words. They're like a plane taking off without the passengers. I don't know if you've ever missed a flight. I've missed a flight. I've missed lots of flights. If you've ever had a plane get in late and your connecting flight, the connection was too short and you try to make it and you miss it. Have you ever actually watched your plane take off without you? When that happened, did you chase the plane down the runway? Like Jim Carrey in Liar Liar? I'm a 90s kid. No, of course not. You didn't chase the plane down the runway. When you see your plane taking off without you, first you get angry, then you calm yourself down, and then you find a different plane. Nobody chases the plane down the runway, and they will not chase you either. If you're a speaker and you walk out on stage and the first words out of your mouth are something that is not relevant to the audience, they're not interested in what you have to say. If you walk out and you go, "We gotta save the whales," and they're like, "Huh? What? I wasn't thinking about whales. I mean, I don't want to harm any whales, but I'm not in my head thinking about whales." If you do that, you're a plane taking off without the audience. You didn't get anybody on board. You have to begin with something that matters to them. And that is what audience first always means, not just for the introduction, but for the whole speech. Who are we speaking to? What do they care about? What do they want? What are they struggling with? What do they fear? What do they believe? And how can I take their hand, go for a walk, and lead them on this journey to change? The best ideas do not win. The clearest ideas win. And ideas don't speak for themselves. People do. So speak up for your ideas.